Good evening again, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the meal. It was very good. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Kathy Dominguez. I'm a member of the Business Advisory Board. And I want to welcome everybody to the scholarship dinner honoring our graduating seniors. The Business Advisory Board is made up of volunteers who care about our children, their education, and their future contributions to society. So I want to thank all of the Business Advisory Board members that are here tonight. Second, I want to just share a little bit about my experience serving on the interviews for the scholarship selections. And it's the first time I've done it in about 2 or 3 years, so it'd been a while. It was time for me to do it again. And I've got to admit that as I was sitting there, it's like, can the students get any better than the last one we just had? And they just kept getting better and better and better. And I was blown away by the stories that they shared with us. Stories about family situations, about their work, their struggles with language. We just had a couple, I think, that were new to this country. And in spite of all of that, these students were able to maintain their GPA and do really well in school. And every one of them seemed to know what they want to do in life. And I look back on myself and thought, you know, at 17, I don't know if I knew which way was up or down, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. So they were just awesome applicants, and I want to thank all of them for applying and coming to the interviews and doing such a great job. The other folks that I want to thank now are the parents. I remember one young man in particular telling us a story about his dad sitting him down and saying, "Son, your life is up to you. You're accountable for your life. Do good things with it." And I'm thinking, you know, that's a great message to give your children. And I know all of the parents that are out here help their kids and tell them how important it is for them to get an education. It's so important for their future. So I want to thank all the parents. I want to thank all the teachers. There's some really special teachers at A.J. Moore University. They're just wonderful teachers. They care. A lot of times we just hear about the bad things, and we hear very little about all the wonderful things that are happening in our schools. And since I've been on the Business Advisory Board, I preach Business Advisory Board and A.J. Moore Academy everywhere I go, because you guys are doing such a great job. And I want to thank the teachers, and I want to thank Candace Beckham for being our leader, being our dean. So thank you, Candace, for everything you do for the Business Advisory Board. And lastly, I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank the Brazos Education Foundation, and we'll see them up again a little bit later when we're giving out scholarships. Coca-Cola, Bird Culgin, Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the Ron Smith family, Bill and Dorothy Shepard. I don't know if Dr. Shepard's here tonight. Jacob Straub. Jacob, you're here. I thought I saw Jacob earlier. Tom and Susan Pardane, right here. And lastly, again, the Business Advisory Board. We couldn't do this without everybody working together. So now I'm going to turn the program over to Dr. Okay, all right. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Dominguez. It's an honor to be here tonight. It's going to be a wonderful night here as we celebrate our students with all the achievements that they've had. And I just want to thank the Business Advisory Board. This has been the first year I've been at university, and I've been able to attend a few meetings and work with them, and I look forward to this continued partnership. It's such an awesome thing. They didn't have these things when I was in school, and now students are able to experience a lot more than students have ever been able to experience in their life, and that's a great thing. And just to kind of echo what Mrs. Dominguez talked about, just students, this is your night. This is a special night for you. We are honored that you're here. We love celebrating these events with you. We know you worked very hard to get to this point as seniors, and you deserve these scholarships. You deserve these recognitions that you have received. So thank you, students, for being here tonight. Parents, you've done an awesome job with your children, and we appreciate that very much. We appreciate them coming to University High School. So pat yourselves on the back. You've done a wonderful job as parents getting your children to this point. And sponsors, thank you. We wouldn't be here tonight without you. It's your support that makes this thing go here. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the scholarships. We also just appreciate you being here and having dinner with our students and celebrating this night with us. So thank y'all very much for this. We look forward to, I look forward to hearing from another Edison tonight. So thank y'all very much.
Good evening. I'm Donna McKethan. I'm the Director of Career and Technical Education, and I am getting the honor of introducing our speaker. About 3 years ago, I had the honor of introducing Jonathan at a convention of the Career and Technology Association of Texas. And have you ever met someone that just makes you smile when they come to mind? Have you ever met someone that when you see his face, you feel rejuvenated because you can remember some of the words and some of the smiles that he shared with you? Well, Jonathan is from Detroit, and Jonathan is one of my dear friends, and Jonathan is that person who makes me smile just thinking about his words and thinking about his smile. So I'd like to introduce to you a very good friend of mine, Mr. Jonathan Edison.
All right. And she makes me smile too. I met Donna some years ago. I was giving a presentation for about 700, 800. I'm going to come around the podium, if that's okay. I want you to see all of me. 700 or 800 career tech teachers, and she was in the audience. And I talked about, during that presentation, I talked about my former career tech ed teacher, Mr. Linton, who was a meat cutter. I was in the butcher shop. So I had like white coat and blood on me every day and a hard hat and knives around my waist. And she came up and she's like, "Oh my God, Jonathan, I love you." And I was like, "I love you." And so we've been in love for the last 3 years. And I've been to Waco. I believe this is my third visit to Waco. And every time I come, when I tell my friends, they're like, "You going where?" I'm like, "Waco." And I was like, "Okay, we'll see when you get back." Because my wife has my calendar. She only goes to the places that she thinks, like I spoke in the Bahamas. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to that." And then I spoke in Hawaii one time. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to that." And she saw Waco. She's like, "No, you just go ahead and knock it out. You got it." But she doesn't know what she's missing, because I've met some very amazing people and some awesome parents. So really quickly, give yourselves a round of applause. I love coming to Waco. And let me tell you, now I'm not just saying that, I love the food in Waco, man. You guys got some food here. Now I just picked up 3 pounds, but it's okay. I'm work out when I leave in a few minutes. Really quick, we're celebrating scholars. We're celebrating young people on the planet who are making a difference and who are about to make a bigger difference. So just for a moment, all of the scholarship recipients, all of our proud and wonderful folks, can you please come up here and join me at the podium really quickly? Today, I only got like 15 minutes. Come on, let's go. Hurry up. Student of the month. And yes, if you're a student of the month, if you want to scholar, if you're here and you shouldn't have been here unless you did something, come on up. There we go. All right. Man, come on closer. I won't bite you. Okay. I ate already. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present our scholarship recipients and students of the month, our pride and joy of Waco. Give them a round of applause, please. Now, hold on. Let me ask you a question. How many of you in the room have been to a major sporting event where you had to pay to get in? Anyone recently? Sir, where did you go?
Went to Frisco, watched the Frisco Rough Riders.
The Frisco Rough Riders. Let me ask you a question. I've never heard of the Frisco Rough Riders. I would probably say they're probably awesome folks. At some point in time, at the Frisco Rough Riders, what type of sport is that?
Baseball.
Baseball.
AAA Rangers.
AAA Rangers. So, Frisco Rough Riders, did somebody at some point during the Frisco Rough Riders AAA Rangers do something amazing?
Home run.
Home run. Let me ask you a question. What's your name?
Jim.
Jim. My buddy Jim. Sounds rich, too. Jim. My new best friend. Jim, when that person did something amazing, which was hit a home run, what was the response of the people in the audience?
Stood up and cheered.
Okay, Jim, pause. Were you there when you witnessed that? Did you witness that, the home run?
Stood up and cheered.
Oh, pause right there, Jim. Okay, boom, I just hit a home run. Show me what you did, Jim, really quick.
I did the happy dance.
Yes, Jim, I want to see it. No, don't stop. Let's see it.
2 more times, I'll get dizzy.
Do it too. Okay. Whoa, so, okay, man, we're getting deep now, okay? All right, so here we're going to go deep. So, Jim went to a game, paid to get in,
I did.
saw some guys in nylon that had sticks, that took those sticks and hit cork that was wrapped in leather, standing on grass and dirt.
I believe so.
And he took the he took the stick, hit the cork, wrapped in leather, standing in dirt, in grass, across an imaginary line that signified something that we know as a home run. And you did the happy dance.
Absolutely.
Wow. Now watch this, folks. I just called up our scholars, the most amazing people in Waco this evening, and you guys sat there and went, no, sit down. Don't even try it. Just like, oh my God. No, too late. Jim, you can have a seat as well. So, one of the things that I've discovered in the world that we live in is that we live in what I consider to be a negative society where it's easy to complain and talk about things that don't work. It's easy to look at things in a negative light. And in my opinion, not that it means too much, but I think we give too much weight to things that don't matter. I'm the biggest sports fan on the planet, don't get me wrong. But I've also discovered, just like teachers, the teachers in this building who we don't clap for, who don't do anything special for, you don't even buy them a drink. And they did all these wonderful things for these students standing up here on this platform. That's number one. Then number two, I called up your babies. I'm from Detroit. And I'm really excited about them. And then we only did this. I think we should stand up and do the happy dance for them. So on the count of 3, I'm going to reintroduce them. They don't have sticks. Some of them have on nylon. But we're not hitting baseballs tonight. We're hitting home runs in life. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you the scholarship and recognition banquet winners of 2017 from Waco, Texas. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. That's not, no, that's not good enough. Man, yeah. Now, as they clap, you keep walking back to your seat. As they clap, keep going back to your seat. Go back to your seat. There you go. Oh, man. All right. See, you turn the dial on that, hitting a piece of cork with a stick doesn't sound so relevant now. The amazing folks are standing right amongst us. Yes? Okay, for the sky, I got 2 messages this evening. I promise you I will not be longer than 20 minutes, Donna? No longer than 20 minutes. You can time me. You can give me 19 minutes and 59 seconds, and then you start doing this, okay? I got you. You're going to time me. I got you right here. Fantastic. So I got two separate messages. The first message is for the scholars. And as we look out into the future about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, that's what the first message is. Second message is to everyone here who is not a scholar. That means you're an adult or you're someone in the corporate setting, and how that works and how that looks and how we can best bridge the gap from where we are to where we want to go. So, first message, scholars, if you have a phone, scholars, do you have a phone? Say yes. I can't hear you. Do you have a phone? Hold it up and let me see it. Please take your phone out. Take it out, hold it up, let me see it. All scholars. You see that, how fast they did that? It was on their lap. Okay, now do this for me. Go to the section that says notes. You didn't even know you had one, did you? Go where it says notes, because I want you to take some notes. Notes. You got it? Got your notes section? Fantastic. Here's the first thing I need you to understand when you look at doing something amazing in the future from this night forward. There's a strategy. There's a formula. Well, Jonathan, what gives you the right to tell me about the strategy and the formula? Oh, it's very simple. I graduated high school to 1.6. I did my first year of college with a 0.82. Heard the guy in the back, damn, he's dumb. Calm down, man. You're so judgmental. It gets better. It'll be fine. But currently, I'm at Harvard University studying the psychology of human performance. I have a 3.5 grade point average. So how do we get from a 1.6 all the way to Harvard? There are some things in between that I think I can share with you that will make a difference in your life at 16, 17 years young. So here's number one. If you are looking to do something amazing on the planet, here's the first thing I really believe that you have to do. And the adults in the room will tell you, please write this down. Protect your personal brand. Please type that in your phone. Protect your personal brand. I want all the adults to pay attention to this. Are you one of the young folks? You guys are the young, hey, I saw you earlier. What's going on, girl? You're all right? Oh, my God. Okay, so here's the question. What's your personal brand? Oh, exactly. What's your personal brand? What's your personal brand? Don't know. Sir, personal brand. Not you, the young sir, you. Okay? Your personal brand? Nobody knows. It's personal brand. Have no idea. Personal brand? Who cares? Okay? Personal brand right there, over there. No, no, no. Okay, let's try this side of the room. This might be the slow side of the room. Okay, let's see. Personal brand? What is your personal brand? Personal brand. Yes? No. Okay. Here's what you got to know. 6 weeks ago, I spoke to a national human resource agency group. These were human resource agency leaders, all responsible for hiring and firing people. That's what I do. I'm a success strategist. I travel the planet speaking to different groups. I do it all over the world. As a matter of fact, I was just in St. Lucia on tour with my book for an entire week. My wife wanted to go. I said, no. No, it was just, anyway. Speaking to this group of human resource folks, here's what I discovered. When you turn in your resume, young folks, and parents, I need you to listen very closely as well. The new training is this. They don't even listen to you in the interview until they Google your name and check out your personal brand. What is my personal brand, Jonathan? I'm glad you asked. Your Facebook page. Your Twitter feed. Snapchat disappears in 10 seconds, but you can find your snaps up there. Your storylines. That is your personal brand. I was sitting on the plane next to a lady. She's like, oh my God, look at your socks. Those are amazing. I said, oh, thank you. I said, I have a foundation called I'm Rocking These Socks Foundation. We collect socks all over the planet and give them to the homeless communities. And before I could get that out of my mouth, she was on the website saying, oh, wow, I'm on your YouTube page too. You're awesome. You're awesome. I'm sitting right here. She's like, well, but you're awesome. I'm like, no, but I'm right here. What does that mean? That the moment you meet someone, they check out your personal brand. Did you realize that? They don't go and ask your mother, how great is she? Doesn't matter. They are on your Facebook page. Even right now, as I'm talking, somebody who saw my name in the program Googled me. Somebody went to my Facebook page. Someone put up a like. Somebody did something else. Somebody did something on Twitter. Somebody looked at something on Instagram, see if she could keep up. Somebody did. So scholars, if you're on Instagram, my brain is telling me to show you something, but I'm not. If you're on Instagram and you have an inappropriate picture, I will say that. I would strongly suggest you shut it down. If you're on there and your lips are painted pink, purple, or peach, and you're taking a picture of your pink, purple, peach, you need to take it down. If you're on there and you are just out with folks and you're drinking and you're doing all of this erratic behavior, guess what? That's a part of your personal brand. You may say, oh my God, that's not fair. That's my own personal business. No. Did you know that when you post something on Facebook, it's considered published? That you can be fine. I was watching Judge Judy at the hotel, and the guy was like, I didn't do it, Judge Judy. She said, I've got your Facebook feed right here. He's like, that's my Facebook feed. She's like, that is a published document. And Judge Judy, she didn't put him in jail, but she fined him. What am I saying? Watch your personal brand. Your personal brand says everything about you. Does that make sense? Hello? I know that's shocking. You're like, oh my God, I thought we were just here for a scholarship brunch. I'm trying to help you. I'm telling you because when you go for the job or when you go for the next level of life, before they even consider you, they are going to consider what's on your personal brand page. Please be clear about that. Here's the second thing. Please put this in your notes. Please put this in your phone. Don't spend, someone repeat after me. Don't spend, that means everyone. Don't spend major time with minor people. That's good. You can clap for that one. That's good. What do I mean by that? My grandmother used to tell me this. Birds of a feather. Oh, they said that in Waco too?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. I just thought they said that in Detroit. I didn't know. They flock together. So whoever you hang out with, science tells us, is who you become. You show me your friends, I will show you your life. If your friend is ignorant, guess what you are? Thank you. If your friend is a genius, guess what you are? Thank you. If you have no friends, guess what you are? Smart. No, I'm kidding. But we have to be very conscious of who we spend the most of our time with because that seeps into who we are, if that makes sense to you. Yes or no? Here's number 3. Please put this in your phone. Please put this in your notes. Attitude is everything. I know people who are the smartest, they've got the most talent, they have the most skill, they have the most going on, they have great parents, good things going for them. Everything that you could imagine that could be there for them, it's in place. But the one thing that keeps them from achieving the higher heights in life is a bad attitude. How many of you know someone with a lot of talent, with a lot of skill, a lot of everything going, but they have a bad attitude? Let me see your hands. How many of you know someone like that? Recently, I was booked or hired by a guy's dad. And this guy's dad, his son, was getting ready to go to the NFL draft. And he wanted me to come in and do some peak performance coaching with his son. And his son, 2 years ago, amazing football player, smart in athletics, academics, amazing guy. And as a matter of fact, since he could wear a diaper and a helmet, he had been playing football on the offensive side of the ball. Dude was amazing. A team called and said, sir, we want to check out your son. We've been watching him since high school. They called me. I started coaching him. The dad was like, man, this might be the big shot. I said, man, I'm going to get you there. Let's get it done, make it happen. Well, we went for the interview. They watched him run. They watched him do the thing. They watched him do this. And they said, okay, told his dad, we want to make you an offer. They said, okay, what do you want to offer? We're going to give you a $5 million signing bonus just to put your name on a piece of paper. Not run the ball, not throw the ball, not catch the ball, just to sign your name. And I got excited because I got a percentage of the $5 million. I was like, man, go ahead and sign. Hurry up. What are we waiting on? Then they called us. They said, we want you to come for a visit and meet the owner. So they sent a jet to come and pick us up. And we flew out to go meet the owners and all these fancy people. It was me, the dad, him, the agent, and the attorney. And we were down here, and the guy said, we have the check in the envelope ready. We've got a contract for him to sign. And I said, wait, can I see the check? And they were like, no. I was like, oh, I just wanted to see what $5 million looked like written on paper. But I can deal with that later. And they said, son, we are so excited about having you in our organization. But we made some changes. And we know that you played offense and you're amazing. But we need your skill set on defense. And he jumped up from the table and said, I don't play defense. His dad said, let's go in the hallway and talk about this. And I said, yeah, let's go in the hallway and talk about this. I said, son, get your attitude together. Calm down, please. What do you mean? This is football at the highest level. You know how many people get an opportunity to do this? And how many don't? So what? You're not running the ball. Tackle somebody, make them fumble, pick it up, and run the ball. He said, no. I said, man, please get your attitude together. No. I said, please. Went and talked to his dad. His dad almost had a massive cornea, fell out, and we got him back up. We went back in the room, and the owner said, son, here we go. This is our final stand. We'd like to know what your decision is. And he said, sir, I don't play defense. And the guy took the folder with the check and told us to have a nice day. Question. How many of you would have played defense? Sign me up. I'll take like a fifth of that. I'll take what you got. I tried to put the check back together. No. And after that, here's the part that he didn't anticipate, is why your attitude is everything. Have you heard of a word? Please put this in your phone. It's called scuttlebutt. 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 I love this word because it's not a very popular word, yet what comes with it is very popular. Anyone know what scuttlebutt means? Here's a trivia question. If you know what scuttlebutt means, I will give you one of my books. I've written 9 books. I brought 5 with me. Be quiet, Donna. She's heard me say, if you know what scuttlebutt means, I'll give you one. Jim?
Same like rumor.
Huh?
Rumor, like word going around, the word's going around, rumors going around that you're this way, you're doing something.
Interesting. He's close. He's there. He's close. Scuttlebutt, and I'll give you a book, Jim. I'm just fooling with you. I didn't want to give you one, but. Scuttlebutt means the things that people say about you when you leave the room, based upon who you are. So, the scuttlebutt about our friend who told this man, I only play offense, got around the league. The scuttlebutt. And guess what? He did not get a hire. No one else called him. No other team called his dad and the agent because of his attitude. The scuttlebutt. You can't see it. It's intangible. You can't put your hands on it, but it lives and you won't even know. What does that mean? It's something my grandmother taught me. That no matter who you are dealing with, no matter what you do, number one, you give 110%. Number two, you treat people with respect. Number three, you keep your attitude in check. What am I saying? You can't go to these new jobs or new positions with these unbelievable attitudes and maybe get fired and then expect the guy across town to hire you. You know what? These guys are friends. And that scuttlebutt will follow you. He's going to say, hey, man, no, do not hire her. Oh, my goodness. She is a beep on wheels. How many of you had that experience in your life where you've not even asked the person, but you've asked someone else and found out more about that person through somebody else? That's called scuttlebutt. Very careful with that. And finally, scholars, because I'm quickly running out of time. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. Finally, if your goal and your mission is to do something amazing on the planet with the skill set that you have, here's what you got to know. Everyone has your skill set. Everyone can do what you do. You are replaceable. What does that mean? You have to work harder than the next guy. What does that mean? You have to come, I don't know what's going on. I was sharing this with Chris at the table. But it seems to me that people under 30 have this sense of entitlement, that somebody owes you something. Sorry, that's not the case. I don't know what's happened. And just because you showed up, we're supposed to lay out a red carpet and go, oh my God, come on in, we're going to do it for you. I don't know what's happening. Part of the reason is mothers are destroying boys. I don't know what's happening, mommies. Stop doing it. I hired these kids and we were on a project and he said, Mr. Edison, I got to call my mama. I was like, boy, we're about to eat because we got to get ready to catch the plane. Oh, Mr. Edison, I got to call my mama. I said, well, hurry up and call your mama. Hey, Ma, yeah? What kind of fish do I like? What? You can't order because you don't know what kind of fish you like? I'll leave it alone. I'm going to make a quick switch over to the adults in the room and the parents. A couple months ago, I wrote a book called Transformational Leadership. And I want to share some of the content with you as it relates to hiring, as it relates to your life, as it relates to being a great parent, as it relates to being a great boss and administrator and a facilitator of your company, as it relates to doing something different. It's called Transformational Leadership because in the world that we live in now, it seems to me that people do something called dropping hammers on people. Do you know what that means, to drop a hammer on someone? Dropping a hammer is an emotional response that causes a person a strong sense of emotional shame in some cases. For example, like, why did you do that? What is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? That's dropping a hammer. Especially when you're in the form of leadership or a parent. You know, my dad was a yeller. And he believed the louder you yell, the more correct he was. Which, you know, in some cases was not the truth or not what it should have been. But that's what he does, or that's what he did. And what I discovered in that process is that I became a yeller. I was yelling at my kids all the time, shut up, sit down. And they were like, Dad, you're yelling at me. And I was like, shut up, I'm not yelling at you. You know, it was really crazy. I said I had to fix this. And then that's when I came across this research in this book about yelling and dropping hammers on people. What I've discovered, you can get more performance out of someone if you become what is called a transformational leader. I'll prove it to you scientifically. Again, what I'm studying is the psychology of human performance, how to increase performance, how to get people to go, how to make people do what you want them to do, how to meet people where they are and increase who they are so they can have the highest performance possible. Just recently, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I was a head coach of my son's flag football team. Not because I signed up. As a matter of fact, we signed them up for flag football. They sent the email and said, okay, we need a coach. I was like, oh man, they need a coach. Wow. Delete. Because I didn't want to do that. They said you pay the $50 and they can come for 8 weeks and get some flags and go play some football. They was 4 years old. And then the next email came and said, listen, we don't get a coach. We're not going to be able to play. I was like, man, that is horrible. Delete. And then the third time it came through, Jim, I said, I said, fine, I'll do it. Now, I showed up 50-50. Here's what I mean. My body was there, but my heart wasn't in it. How many of you had that experience? Students, let me share something with you. Wherever you work, wherever you go, wherever you're assigned to, you need to be 100-100. You can't show up 50-50 because that's going to show up in your performance. If half of you are there, oh, I'm just here to get a check. Okay, don't. Because that employer is not there to just, have you around like, a fixture. They want you to perform. Does that make sense? So I signed up. I showed up. They gave us a bag of all of this stuff. And I went to, and it was a room full of all these guys. And it was like a room full of Al Bundys. And Al Bundy is the character, the guy who tells you, hey, man, I should have went to the league. I should have been doing something great. And he never did, right? Just played high school football, and he's supposed to be magnificent, whatever. I've never coached, never played high school football. I never put pads on. I didn't even play flag football. I ran from people because I lived in Detroit. That's the most football I played, okay? And so here I am, the coach. And we showed up. They said, you got 1 hour to practice before the game, and then you'll play the game. I'm like, okay, here, put your flags on, go over there, boom, and we're just going to run the ball. Well, we played the Detroit, whatever the team was, and they beat us 35-0. As a matter of fact, when the game started, it was like, touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown, Detroit. It was halftime. Touchdown, Detroit. I'm like, can they score at halftime? They are killing us. And all the parents on the side with flip-flops on and Starbucks cups were looking at me. And I said, you hit delete too. Don't look at me like that. But I'm a person, I don't like to lose. How many of you are out there like that? Do not like to lose, right? I mean crazy like don't like to lose. Here's what I mean. You're at the light in the morning, and it's another person at the light with you. And they're looking at you, kind of signaling like, I want to go past. You're like, nah, not today, sucker. No, you can't get past me. Like, don't like to lose, like crazy, right? And I don't like to lose. I called a meeting, and I said, bring your 4-year-olds. We're having Friday night lights and tykes. And juice boxes. And I was running these drills, and I had the kids running drills, and the first kid that came up, his name was Desmond. And Desmond, 4 years old, no teeth in his mouth, mohawk. He was dressed for success, man. He had the wrist pads on. He had knee stuff on. He had glitter around his face. He had shoes on that lit up. He was decked out. He said, hey, coach, and he didn't have any teeth, so he sounded like this. Hey, coach, how you doing, coach? Hey, coach, sounded like he was from Louisiana. No teeth in his mouth. I said, okay, Desmond, here's the drill I want you to do. I told the other people, I said, look, parents, I need you to run drills over there. We're going to run drills over here. He said, coach, I want to be first. Coach, I want to be first. I said, okay, Desmond, here we go, Desmond. Here's what I want you to do. When I blow the whistle, I want you to go to the first cone, and I want you to make a hard left. And then when you get to the next cone, I want you to stop on the dime, turn around, and put your hands up. Got it, Desmond? Yeah, coach, I got it. Okay, Desmond, here we go. Boop! I blew the whistle. Desmond took off running. He got to the first cone and kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. And I yelled out, hey, Desmond! Man, that was fantastic. Come on back, man. Woo, boy, you are fast. Come on back, man. I said, but listen, don't keep going. Don't keep going. Don't keep going. I want you to stop. Make a hard left at the cone, Desmond, right? Okay, coach, I got it, coach. Okay. All right, Desmond, here we go. Boop! Took off running. He got to the cone. He turned around. And he said, coach, you said a hard left, right? I said, yeah, Desmond, a hard left. Okay, coach, I got it. Boop! He got to the cone. He made a hard right. Kept going. I said, Desmond, man, woo, boy, you are super fast, man. Come on back. Pause right there. How many of you would have yelled at Desmond? Be honest. Be honest. Why would you yell at him, sir?
I told him 3 times he didn't get it.
Told him 3 times and he didn't get it. What is wrong with this boy? Well, watch this. When Desmond asked me to make a hard right, when he turned around and looked at me, I was on his left. So he was right when I told him left. Remember, he's only 4. Good night. He's 4. But you're the genius. But he's 4. He came back. Okay, Desmond. Boop! He went to the cone, made the hard left. And then I said, Desmond, now when you get to that cone, stop on the dime, son. Okay, coach, I got it. He's flying to the cone. He gets to the cone. He starts doing like this. I said, Desmond, what are you doing, son? You said, stop on the dime, coach, stop on the dime. I'm looking for the dime. Here's what you got to know, folks. If you're over 30 and you're working with people under 30, there will be a disconnect in what means what to whom. Am I making sense? Oh, yeah. Because people under 30 may not know what stop on a dime means. It means literal, for people over 30, I'll even say 20. And yet we think our one level of communication can get people to perform. When in actuality, you may need to do some communication correction in order to meet them where they are. Does that make sense? Here we go again. Boop! Gets to the cone, stops on the dime, and he runs. He's running fast. I said, Desmond, man, you are so fast. He's like, yeah, coach, my mama bought me these shoes with the lights on them, coach. They make me so fast. I want you to notice something, folks. I haven't dropped a hammer on Desmond one time. Every time he made a mistake, it was my fault. Every time it didn't go right, I took the blame. That's a transformational leader. Transformational leader says, man, he keeps giving compliments or she keeps giving compliments to raise a person's level. You're like, well, I don't have time for all of that. Well, you're in the wrong business. What business is that? The business of being human. And I'm talking science now, because here's what you got to know, and I'll do this really quickly. I got like 3 minutes left. I was looking at some study in my one class on human emotions. What is the universal posture when you find yourself ill, when you're sick? What's the universal posture? Universal posture of the body when someone is sick. Slumped over. Moreover, the head is down 15 to 20 degrees. It doesn't matter what city or state or country you're in, you can look across from them and say, wow, that person's sick. Well, here's what you got to know. When the immune system is under attack, the immune system has I'll call it a cousin that lives across town. When somebody picks on you, you call your cousin across town. He comes to your rescue. Call the cyclotin system. The cyclotin system gets the signal, and the cyclotin system shows up and dumps what is called sleep behavior in your bloodstream. Okay? I don't want to get super technical, but I do want to share this with you. And basically what happens is it tries to make you slow down so the immune system can reboot, right? But some of you still try to go to work, and it's like, ooh, if I can just make it to my car. Ooh, if I can make it to the front door. Ooh, no, ooh, go lay down, because the cyclotin system will keep sending it until you go lay down. The master knew that you would not take off work, so he had to put in a system to shut the system down so the system can reboot. The system that created the system knew you wouldn't take care of the system. Woo! Okay, now, here's a question. What is the universal body posture of someone who is feeling shame? Anyone? 15 to 20 degrees. Oh, here's the working theory. Here's my working theory. If you hit somebody with a hammer, cause a strong emotional charge of shame, do you inadvertently activate the cyclotin system? Anyone? It's just a question.
Maybe.
Maybe. Thank you for that. How many people say yes? How many people don't care? Right? They say no? The working theory is you inadvertently activate the cyclotin system that drops sleep behavior in your bloodstream that slows you down. So when a coach yells, what is wrong with you? Why did you drop the ball? Why didn't you get it together? And the student, the player, whoever it is, drops their head in shame, The cytotonin system is inadvertently activated and drops sleep behavior into the bloodstream, and yet you tell that person, now get back on the line and do it right! And they get back on the line, and what you can't see is sleep behavior running through their bloodstream that is slowing them down, that won't allow them to be at their best. So I've learned to raise the level on people and meet with them where they are. If you're in business and you deal with human beings, that is your job. That is your mission. If you're a teacher and you deal with human beings, that is your job. That is your mission. You do not have the right to drop a hammer on someone. Here's Desmond. Boop! Gets to the cone, turns around, puts his hands up. I say, okay, Desmond, here we go, man. This is it. He said, okay, coach, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Boop! Gets to the cone, makes the hard left, turns around, puts his hands up. I throw the ball, and it's dark. I'm hungry. It's like, wow. Here comes the ball. Desmond has his hand up. I said, oh, man, this is going down. All right, Desmond, catch that ball, catch that ball, catch that ball. Wham! The ball hit him in the face. He fell down like he got shot, and his daddy ran on the field. What is your problem, boy? And I said, man, you better leave him alone. Told his mother, back up off of him. I said, Desmond, stand up, son. Okay. Oh. I said, Desmond, stop making all that noise. I said, Desmond, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. He said, you are? I said, yes. I said, put your hands up, Desmond. Yeah, okay. I said, where did the ball hit you? Right here. I said, put your hands up. Okay. I said, where did the ball hit you? Right here. I said, put your hands up one more time. Okay. Where did the ball hit you? Right here. I said, Desmond, do you know what the word proximity means? No, I don't know what approximation means. I said, Desmond, it just simply means you were close. If the ball hit you in the face right here, and your hands are about 6 inches away. I said, Desmond, you were only 6 inches away, son. I was. I said, yeah. I said, but we can go home, man. We can pack it up. And then something happened to Desmond. Like this strange look came upon his face. He's like, no, coach, I want to do it. I said, okay. Got on the line. Boop, 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 boop. Drop the ball, drop the ball, drop the ball. Threw the ball last time. Whew, caught the ball. I was like, yes. He was celebrating. I said, oh, thank God, because I'm so hungry. I'm ready to go. We got ready to pack it up. His dad came over and said, hey, coach, I used to play high school football. You mind if I run to the lap? I said, no, I don't mind. Go ahead. Blew the whistle. Boop. Got to the cone, made the hard left, stopped on the dime, turned around, put his hands up. And because he dropped the hammer on Desmond, I dropped the hammer on him. Bam! Hit him in the face. He fell down to the ground. Desmond was taking off his cleats. Desmond ran over and said, hey, Dad, guess what? You were close. Oh, you were so close. I'm so proud of you, Dad. True story. I'll close with this. If our goal here is to transform this new generation of workforce, which includes the people in this room, one of the things that we're going to have to do is to make sure that we do not drop hammers on people, that we treat people with love and respect, and to make sure we get the best out of them. And I'll close with this. I brought some of my books. If you'd like to get one, 100% of the proceeds go to feed the children. My daughter Ava, my son Jonathan, and like he's awesome. No, I got kids. Please help us. Please get more than one. We have a combo kit at the table. We take MasterCard, American Express, Visa, EBT card, whatever you have, we'll take it. We'll put it down as milk. But if you'd like to get one, I'll personally autograph it for you. I'll be right out here. And I'll close with this. It's something stop stirring that. Something that my father used to love to hear me say before he passed away. And it's a quote by Dr. King that says, if a man has been called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets like Beethoven composed music. He should sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets like Michelangelo painted. He should sweep streets so well until all the host of heaven and earth shall stop to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper, and he did his job well. So no matter where you hail from in this area, no matter what position that you're going to take, when you leave out of these doors tonight and forevermore, I want you to go back and do your job, and do your job well, or don't do it at all. God bless you, Waco. Congratulations. Are you tired? No?
Thank you, Jonathan. I have heard that story about Desmond more than once, and I was so excited. He didn't tell it at Waco High, and I'm so glad you told it tonight because it's my favorite. Okay, what I'd like to do now is we instituted a program to recognize Students of the Month this year. And so I would like you, if you've been recognized for Students of the Month, I'd like you to come up, and we have a pin that you can add to your lapel, or you could add it to your letter jacket. So would these students please come up? Some are not here tonight, but we're going to start with Isabella. Isabel's right? Isabel? Uh-huh. Sarah Santa Cruz. Isabel Santa Cruz, are you here? Come on up. She was our Student of the Month for November. Kira Murphy. Kira was our Student of the Month for December. Then we have Cross Villafina. Are you here, Cross? And then we have Avian. I'm sorry, I should have checked name pronunciations. Avian McClendon. Are you Avian? She was our Student of the Month for April. The next thing that we're going to do is that I took the essays that these students wrote, and I sent them to several different CTE directors, one in Arkansas, one in Austin, one here in Waco, and another in Huntsville. And they read your essays that you wrote for Students of the Month, and then they gave you points. And so we are pleased to announce that we do have a Student of the Month. This student will, we have a plaque that will go in the school, and each year the Student of the Year, will be added to the Student of the Year, as well as we have a trophy for this student. Then on May 25th at the board meeting, we will actually announce who is the CTE Student of the Year for Waco ISD. There's one from Waco High, one from University, and we will announce that. We have a traveling trophy that will then get to reside on that campus until next year when we have another Waco ISD Student of the Year. Our Student of the Year could not be here tonight, but I want to read just a couple sentences from what she wrote in her essay. My love for the world of academia is founded in uncertainty. Many of the concepts society has developed have exceptions. There will always be another topic to dive deeper into, and answers that people find can always lead to more questions. I think that's a beautiful way to put. This young lady wishes to be a teacher someday, and the University High School Student of the Year is Anna Stewart. Anna could not be here tonight because she is actually receiving a large scholarship, but Karen Byer is her teacher, and that's her trophy, as well as this one here, Miss Beckham. This is the plaque that will now, she can take it too, sure. This is now the plaque that will hang in University with her name on it, and then next year we'll add another student. And I just hope that this is something we can do to keep going to really showcase the wonderful students that we have at University. So now I'll turn it over to the scholarships.
Hello, I'm Tom Pardane. I'm the chairman of the Fundraising and Scholarship Committee, and I'm pleased to welcome everybody. And first of all, I want to thank Region 12. We've had a whole bunch of these at Lee Lockwood Library, and they were lunches instead of dinners. But through their generosity of letting us use their space here, we turned it into a dinner, and I think it's worked out really well. And for the first time in, I can't remember, I didn't work with a bunch of culinary arts students and actually make the lunch, so it was a special treat for me. We had probably just over 30 applicants for scholarships, Business Advisory Board and sponsored scholarships, and we invited 14 finalists back for oral interviews. It's a pretty lengthy process. Every application is scored by 3 independent scorers, and then there's usually a team of a half dozen or more advisory board members and other interested parties that spend 5 to 10 minutes interviewing each of the finalists. and we really couldn't choose, so we elected to give a scholarship to all the finalists. We wish that we could give more, but we are limited in resources. So with that, I will invite up, let's see, Mary Saul Guardiola is a Academy of Law and Criminal Justice scholarship. Then AJ Moore is so if you would please come up. These are $1,000 scholarships, by the way. The letter that Kathy is also handing out is the information how you go about getting a check sent to your chosen college. You interface with our treasurer and we'll send the money. So please don't leave. We're taking photographs, but we're going to do a group picture of everybody at the end. So thank you. Congratulations, Marisol. Would you like to say a few words?
Hi, I'm Marisol. I will be continuing my education at the University of Texas at Austin in the fall, where I will study pre-pharmacy. I really would like to thank the Business Advisory Board for giving me the scholarship because it shows that I'm not alone in this journey, that there are people behind me supporting me and encouraging me to meet my goals. I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me and some very special teachers like Ms. Boteo, who's sitting over there, for showing me how to be the best person I could be, both in my personal life and as a student. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisol. Congratulations. I'm probably going to butcher this next name, but is Shirjes or Shirjay Kerala here? Come forward. It's an advisory board scholarship. He is from the Academy of Information Technology. Would you like to say a few words?
Good evening, all. First of all, I would like to thank my parents for helping me get all the way over here, and I would like to thank University High School and all the teachers who supported me to provide better education. And I would like to thank Business Advisory Board for seeing me capable for the scholarship. I'll be attending TSTC in cybersecurity. Thank you for the scholarship.
Jim, will you come up for a minute? This next one is the Ron Smith Memorial Scholarship. Some of you probably don't remember Ron Smith. I think he was probably the first Academy Director for Finance, and he started the VITA program at a different campus ago, and we still miss him, but this is honoring his memory, and it's Alexandria Monroy. Her dad is accepting. She's busy this evening, unfortunately, but congratulations.
I can read something,
Okay.
if you want to.
Absolutely.
Good evening, everyone. So she was not able to come tonight. I'm her dad, and she just wanted me to read this out to you guys. University High School has provided me with an educational experience like no other. What other school can say that they have a UIL math, calculator, and a business and finance academy with the VITA tax program, orchestra, JROCT, and that's some of the things that she's involved in. I wouldn't be who I am right now if University High School didn't have all these opportunities. I am hoping to graduate with over 30 college hours and attend UT Austin at the Red McCombs Business School in the fall. Thank you for the scholarship. It will help me further my dreams, and I apologize for not being here today.
This next scholarship goes to Alexi De Leon. It's the Johnny Strong Memorial Scholarship. Some of you may not remember, but Johnny Strong was a graduate that lost his life in Iraq. And so we try and honor an ROTC student every year in honor of that. So would you like to say something?
I just want to give a huge thank you to the AJM Academy's Business Advisory Board for helping me financially in the transition to the to Texas A&M University, which I'll be attending. I'll be a part of the architecture department, and this scholarship will help me in receiving the materials and supplies that I need for there. And I just want to give a huge thank you to my teachers and to my parents for getting me where I am today, and as well as my counselors, because they have helped me throughout school as well. So thank you, guys.
Do we have a representative from Allen Samuels Jeep Chrysler here this evening? Oh, thank you. If I can call up Bibik Bhandari. Thank you.
Thank you for this scholarship. I would like to thank three groups of people today. First group I want to thank is my family, because without my family I wouldn't be here at all. They've supported me a lot throughout my life. And second group of people I want to thank is my teachers, because they've been through a lot. They've been trying to teach me a lot, and if they weren't really passionate about the job, I wouldn't be here too. And the last group I want to thank is the Business Advisory Board. Thank you for seeing something in me, and I'm really thankful for this. It probably means that I'm capable of something that even I might not know. And and I'm going to Texas A&M for engineering. And yes, I will not let anyone down. This scholarship will be used for great purposes. Thank you.
Is Jacob Staub here? Staub, sorry. Come on up, Jacob. And I need Jasmine Betters. This is an Academy of Law and Criminal Justice associate. And come and meet your sponsor and get your award.
Am I standing on the right side?
Oh, you're doing fine.
Hi, I would just like to thank the Business Advisory Board for giving me this scholarship, and I would like to thank my mother for raising me into the wonderful young woman I have become, and my teachers, counselors, and administrators for helping me and just being there for me whenever I need them. I'll be going to the University of Houston to study psychology, and I plan to enter the 3+3 law program, where my my senior year of my undergrad will be my first year of law school. And thank you.
Is there Bill or Dorothy Shepard in the room? No? Okay. This is the outgoing principal from university who's sponsoring a Academy of Law and Criminal Justice. And can Diego Salazar please come up?
Hello everyone, my name is Diego Salazar, and first I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for all the support and help that they've given me since I was a little boy. And for all the educators here, what you do at university is truly amazing. I encourage the board to come stop by the academies. Wonderful stuff happens with the AJ Moore in the courtroom, whether it's with the nursing at CNA, Waco, from start to finish. It's truly amazing. Once again, thank you to the Business Advisory Board. I plan to put this money into good use at the University of Texas at Austin, where I will major in international studies and global relations. Thank you again.
Do we have a representative from Coca-Cola here this evening? Maybe my fault, I probably didn't holler at them. These next 5 scholarships are compliments of Coca-Cola. They've been our biggest benefactor every year from really as long as I can remember. So think about that the next time you're deciding on what soda to purchase. So anyway, the first one is Manuela Contreras Clares. Academy of Health Science.
First off, I would just like to give a very big special thank you to the Business Advisory Board for giving me the opportunity to be a step closer to becoming a neonatal nurse and hopefully attending MCC and then transferring to a four-year university. I would also like to give a special thank you to my mom and my parents for raising me to the young lady I am today and for giving me all the opportunities that I do have today. Thank you.
Anna Stewart. Is Anna Stewart here this evening?
She's not here, but I'm
No? Okay. She's an education profession.
Right.
Would you like to say
I would
something?
love to talk for her. Yes, I would. Let me get out my lip. Anna was really, really sad that she couldn't make it tonight, but she did send me a message this morning and said, Ms. Byer, I emailed you my little thank you. And I went, okay. I said, Anna, it's not on my email. Resend it. She goes, I sent it to your Gmail. I did not even know I had a Gmail. I had to go log in, and I have a Gmail. So I found it, and so this is what came to me. Let me put on my reader so you know I'm not Anna. Okay, it says, Advisory Board, thank you so much for the scholarship. The academies have been such an important part of my life and for the last 4 years and will continue to impact my life far beyond my high school career. The academies have allowed me to find my space within education. I have been blessed to be with teachers, mentors, and community leaders that truly care about student enrichment. The A.J. Moore Academies have opened me up to both career and self-discovery. I will be attending Texas State University to pursue a communication disorder degree for speech-language pathology. I have truly found my calling within Education and Training Academy, and it's organizations like this that make me proud to be part of the Region 12 family and the A.J. Moore Academies. I am disheartened that I cannot be present to share my gratitude for this award in person. Once again, I cannot begin to fully express what this scholarship and your confidence in my future means to me. Thank you, Anna Stewart. So thank y'all.
Ashley Estrada. Is she here this evening? Congratulations.
Hi, good evening. First, I would like to thank the Business Advisory Board for considering me as a finalist and then giving me the scholarship. It tells me that y'all have confidence in me and are hopeful for my future. I will be attending the University of Mary Hardin Baylor and receiving a bachelor's in nursing, and then I will continue going for my master's and becoming board certified as a midwife. And I would also like to thank my parents for pushing me and striving me to do better. Thank you.
Jalen Vega, Academy of Health Science.
Good evening, everybody. I want to say a special thank you to the A.J. Moore Business Advisory Board for giving me this opportunity to accept this scholarship. My future plan is to become a Spanish teacher after college. I will be continuing my studies at Texas State University this fall, and I know that receiving this scholarship, I have not only made my parents proud, but myself as being the first-generation college student. Thank you once again for not only giving me this opportunity, but for my fellow classmates as well.
Amber Garcia, another Health Science Academy student.
Hi, my name is Coach Harrell, and I'll be accepting this for Amber. She couldn't be here, but I have a statement that she wrote. She says, first off, I would like to thank the AJ Moore Business Advisory Board for providing my fellow classmates and me this amazing opportunity. The academies have had such an impact on our school, and I hope that we continue to support them. I'm currently in the Health Academy. After high school, I plan to attend Texas A&M in the fall, where I'll be majoring in nursing. I couldn't have made it, excuse me, forget I'm old. I couldn't have made it here all on my own. I would like to thank my parents, counselors, and teachers for helping me along the way. Thank you.
Let me call up my second half for this last scholarship from the AJ Moore. Susan, she's a retired educator from Hewitt Elementary, and we're giving an Academy of Education Profession Scholarship, well, for at least 2 years worth, hopefully more. But I'd like to call up Julian Locke. Julian is a unique individual. He does not hear, but he would like to teach math at a school for the deaf one day. So let me get out of the way.
Tonight I want to thank the AJ Moore Business Academy for awarding me this scholarship. It will go a long way in helping me succeed at my goals. Gallaudet recruited me, and they're the only deaf college, and I will enjoy being there, and I'm excited that it's going to be a wonderful experience. It will build my skills and my courage, and it's going to help me to become a teacher and meet my goals as a math teacher and to coach baseball in high school. It's been a wonderful support for me, and thank you again for all of what you've done.
My able assistant pointed out that I skipped one on the list. Is anyone here from Bird Colton Ford? We have Samuel Ortega Rangel. Come up.
First and foremost, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the Business Advisory Board for awarding me this scholarship. I'm very grateful. Just like my fellow classmates and I, it feels great to see that we're being recognized and awarded for all our hard work. I also want to thank my parents. Os quiero mucho. This fall, I'm going to be attending Texas A&M, and I plan to graduate in 5 years with my master's in business and my bachelor's in civil engineering. Hopefully, I want to come back to Waco and build a bridge or something so we can get some tourists here in Waco. But one of my life goals, and it's always been my life goal since I was little, is to buy my dad a ranch so he can raise his chickens. Thank you.
That concludes the A.J. Moore scholarships, but there is one more scholarship, last but not least, the Brazos Education Foundation Scholarship. Who wants to present that one? David, you come up. This scholarship, I can tell you because I used to work with Brazos, it's a recurring scholarship that's significant, and they're assigned mentors, and kids are literally drugged kicking and screaming to their degree. So it's more than just financial help.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here. Tom, don't go away. Before I present these scholarships, I want to ask Tom to actually distribute them when the time comes. Tom is a servant leader. You'll see him all over this community. He works with A.J. Moore Advisory Board. He works with the Brazos Education Foundation. He works with the Boy Scouts, and the list goes on and on. And Jonathan, I have never seen him drop a hammer anywhere. In fact, I have seen him leap in front of numerous hammers to calm the situation and move things forward and help people reach their best. And Tom, I thank you, and on behalf of this community, we thank you. Now, again, it's an honor and privilege for the Brazos Education Foundation to join the advisory board to present our scholarships. We currently have 12 high schools in McLennan County where we give basically the same scholarships. We've been doing that for several years now. We started out giving 4 $500 scholarships 5 or 6 years ago, and now we're up to the 12 that we're giving. The 3 people that we interviewed at University High School were exceptional people, as have all the people that have received awards tonight. I mean, it was the most difficult of challenges to choose which one was which. It was a struggle. They're all winners, and the semifinalists both received a $500 scholarship. So Sam Rangel and Anna Stewart, I know she's not here, but Sam, if you would. And the winner of a $4,000 annual renewable total $16,000 scholarship for this year is Aaliyah Rodriguez. Aaliyah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to cast that.
To start off, I would like to thank my parents, Adriana and Sergio Rodriguez. Thank you for teaching me important values like persistence, dedication, and determination. These values are what has shaped me to be the person I am today. I hope to make you guys as proud as you have made me. I would also like to thank the University High School staff for everything that you do for the students. You all genuinely care about the students, and that is something that has helped me further my educational path. And finally, I would like to thank the Brazos Education Foundation. By awarding me this scholarship, you have lightened my financial burden, which allows me to focus more on the most important aspect of school, which is learning. And your generosity has inspired me to help others give back to the community. I hope one day I will be able to help students achieve their goals just as you have helped me. Thank you.
After we close, could I have all of the scholarship recipients and even the CAPE Students of the Month and Year? We'd like a group shot in front of one of these screens, basically, because we do that every year. So Donna, Candace, are we ready to close? Are we pretty much done? Again, one round of applause for all of the scholarship winners. Very deserving. Thank you.